Hey, good morning, everyone. Friday, 24th of January, 2020, a balmy 16 degrees, no wind. So, let's dwell on the weather here just a little bit. Go to my AccuWeather for Willow City forecaster. And what do I see today for Friday? Oh, looks like they're going to be partially geoengineering. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it looks like the war is on, people. The sun will disappear those 3 days, according to AccuWeather forecaster. And AccuWeather can see the future. Your humble messenger cannot. Temperatures look good, though. I gotta admit, for this time of the year, can't complain. So, the quacking ducks, they're up to no good. Don't remember who the quacking ducks are? I'll give you a clue. The Murrays. What do you mean by that, Dave? Well, I'll tell you what, people. While you guys are rolling over, your humble messenger is rolling out. You got to get up to get her done, and I always got stuff to do. So I checked my email this morning, and what do I get? YouTube. Hi, Dave Corum. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow, because we're the God men on YouTube. I just threw that in there. Your video, number one threat to U.S. national security, guess who, was flagged for us to review. Upon review, we determined that it violates our guidelines, and we removed it from YouTube. Boy, there's another one down the tubes, all that effort. Guys, remember that? Number one threat to U.S. national security? Give you a clue. Murrays. All right, their homeland. On and on this thing goes. No impact on my account. Now, it says this removal has not resulted in the community guideline strike. I haven't had any. Had a number of videos removed. But no community guideline strike. That does not stop them, however, from wiping out your channel. So if your humble messenger just happens to disappear, like my NFL source on the dark web, now you know why. If you believe this was a mistake, we'd like to hear from you. To appeal this removal, please submit this form. Our team will thoroughly review your appeal and will contact you again soon. Yeah, tell you what, people. Last time I tried that, they wiped out my channel. It's like pulling teeth to get that channel back. I ain't touching it. Lost another video. There's an old saying. Find out who you can't criticize, and I'll show you who rules over you. I mean, what more evidence do you need? What more evidence do you need, people? You need evidence for geoengineering? Look up. Quit looking at your cell phones. You want evidence of who rules over you? Who can't you criticize? Can't even criticize their homeland of the Murrays. Unbelievable. Okay, so your humble messenger has got the Christians acting like a bunch of goddamn yellow jackets. You know them pescid wasp-type insects we're plagued with every August? Yeah, they're all over me. I have been really POing those people. But you know what? Your humble messenger is well prepared, because I take a little bit of Berg spray, and I mix it with a little bit of bitch repellent, and I keep and fend these bastards off. I should do something, I never will, but I should write an ebook, 101 Ways to Piss Off a Christian. And I think it'd be a good seller, but I'll never get around to it. You know why? Too much stuff to do. Okay, what got them riled up? And oh, by the way, I did have a few non-Christians come to your humble messenger's defense. What pissed them off this time? They're back on this wily devil, Satan, god of this world. And they tell you he is so deceptive. He's such a master of deception. All right, people, so I come up and say, really? And he's going to come up with this, and everybody, I mean everybody's heard this one, atheists, agnostics, pagan Christians alike, also known as Catholic and Protestants, the 501c3 corporations, state churches, don't you know? And what do they all hear about? The mark of the beast. You remember that? They're going to stick an RFID chip in your butt. They're going to put one on your right hand. They're going to tattoo a UPC barcode on your forehead. You've heard them all. Everybody's heard them. Come on, people. Who's going to fall for that? If that comes down the pike, you're going to stand in line to get one? Everybody's been tipped off, and we're talking about the master deception. So, and what's the number of the mark of the beast? We've all heard it. 666. Let him who have wisdom count the number of the man. 666. You heard it, right? Hollywood celebrities do it, they grasp their thumb and their forefinger, make a circle, and they whip up 2 more fingers in a curve, and those are 3 6s in a row. You've seen it, people. Think about it. Hey, here's the problem. The Bible wasn't written in English. It was written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. And I tell you what, numbers are symbols. I won't argue that. But so are letters. And I just said, politely, have you ever considered, prayerfully consider, that it isn't 3 numbers, but it's 3 Greek letters. And these 3 Greek letters point to a name. And you can transpose it into English. You'll get IHS. Hey, think Jesuits here, people. And IHS does not mean in a service. And we can transfer it a little further, and we get XES, which to you intelligent ones is sex spelled backwards. And XES, when you break it further down, it comes down to Jesus, Horos, Christos. Yep, Jesus H. Christ. John tried to tell you, you're worshiping a false god, man. And man, I'm telling you, they came out of their nest, people. They are so cruel to your humble messenger. But, like I say, a little bit of Berg spray, a little bit of bitch repellent, and I've got them pretty much in check. Now, it's all about perspective, people, and I'll show you what I mean here. Those of you who've never had the misfortune to have to go to college. Now, I went 5 different places, 5 different times. Why? Because the money was good. The VA paid $10.50, $11 an hour. Back then, not bad. But you still had to pay a price. You had to sit in the classes and listen to this bullshit. And you have to have so many credits in this subject. You have to have so many in psych, so many in humanities, so many in English. Then you get the philosophies. And it's all perspective, people. And look at how they guide our minds. Many of you have heard of this example, the glass example. Is that glass half full, or is that glass half empty? You know what I mean? Because a person who sees a glass as half empty, they're a pessimist. A person, on the other hand, who sees it half full is an optimist. Have you heard any of that BS? Yeah, they'll spend the whole class discussing absolute nonsense. So I'm going to leave you, people, with how George Carlin, had he been sitting in that class dealing with that subject, would have answered the question. George, is that glass half empty, or is it half full? George would say, your glass is too big, people. There's other options than the 2 they give you. Just keep that in mind. Think outside the box, and boy, is that going to be an overused saying. Anyway, short video. Just keep you up to date. If I disappear from this channel, I think you'll know why. You cannot irritate the Murrays. You cannot get away with it. They have power. Do not touch their native homeland. Chosen of Jesus H. Christ, no doubt. Till next video, you guys have a good one, because your humble messenger has got stuff to do.